struck a nerve with me, the Care Fund. We pay the mortgage or rent to parents whose child is sick in the hospital.
Okay.
All right?
That's critical because they don't have time to think about all these little things right now.
Well, it's not only time, but when they have a sick child, they want to be bedside with that child. They are totally focused on that child getting well. Now, you have kids, if your child got really sick, you would be bedside full time. And everything else is kind of a blur. And believe me, you got to keep paying your mortgage.
I know.
Even though it's a blur and you're focused on the health of your kid, you got to still pay your mortgage. So we end up paying 3 or 4 months rent or mortgage to parents who have critically ill kids. And we're the only charity in Arizona that does that.
That's amazing. I love how you focus on the children too. I mean, it's such a little piece of my heart that really gets to me. How did this Care Fund start? Tell me the beginning of how it got started, where the idea came from and stuff like that.
Okay, so a quick little story. 8 years ago, the owner of our company, Homeowners Financial Group, named Bill Rogers, and our vice president, Pat Lamb. Pat had a baby, and in 3 days after that baby was born, it caught a virus.
Oh, gosh.
A bad virus. So Pat and Bill Rogers are in the hospital, Phoenix Children's Hospital, while Pat's week-old baby is in intensive care. NICU, which is Neonatal Intensive Care Unit. And so they're sitting bedside. It's quiet. It's dark. You can hear the machines humming. And they could overhear parents arguing about money. Okay? So I thought you paid the mortgage. I thought you paid the mortgage. And the husband says, well, actually, I don't have the money to pay the mortgage this month because I had to use savings to pay the deductible on the insurance for Joey. So they were overhearing all of this. And the other side is a bed maybe with no parent. And Bill would ask the intensive care nurse, well, where's the parents? Well, their husband is at work to save his job so they don't fire him.
Yeah.
And she is taking care of the other kids. So no one was at bedside. So, Bill looked at Pat and they're like, wait a minute, we're in the mortgage business. I mean, can't we help these parents out some way? And that's how it was born.
I'm speechless with that. I had to take a moment because I too, if I was in that situation, it's tough.
Oh.
So many people work paycheck to paycheck in this city right now. And to not have to worry about that so you can really concentrate on taking care of your child.
And Alicia, it's not just people who work paycheck to paycheck. I mean, some people actually have savings. But you get a sick child in the hospital, your savings are gone.
And in a matter, very
gone.
quickly.
And so now what do you do? And also, there's a pride thing too. I mean, you always hate to ask, for help, but it's the social workers at these hospitals that give us the heads up.
Okay.
They're going, hey, they call us and they say, hey, we overheard some parents. We gave them your name. We're hoping they call. And so the social workers is where we get our families.
Okay, that was my next question. How do families find you?
Yeah, it's someone overhears, word of mouth. If there's funds available to help, word gets out, especially in the medical setting.
Mm-hmm.
And as long as these nurses and social workers know that we have this fund available, they will seek out people that need us.
Mm-hmm. Is there a minimum requirement? Do y'all do 1 month, 2 months, 3 months? How does the details of that work out?
We really tailor it to the situation we run into. On average, though, we pay 3 to 4 months rent or mortgage to the parents, but it's really tailored to the family itself. And last year, you're not going to believe this, but last year we had 2 families. Their child finally got well from being sick after 6 months. They came home, no home, foreclosed.
Oh.
Yeah, the home is gone. We got to them too late. They were 3 months down by the time we got to them. And, we couldn't save their home. Two times that happened. They came home, there's no home to come to.
Gosh.
Yeah, can you believe
tragic.
that? Yeah, and these mortgage companies, we hate to say it because we're in the business. They don't really care.
They don't.
They're so big. They're called servicing companies, and they service your mortgage. You can't really write them a letter. I mean, you're just a
dot.
Yeah, a dot.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah. Tell me a little bit more about the numbers, because y'all are fairly new, but y'all have raised a lot of money in such a short time, especially last year with the crazy year that we had.
It is, yeah.
Tell me about how many people you've kind of helped and what your average, donations and income is every year for stuff like that.
Okay, so the bottom line, since inception, 8 years now, we've donated or actually raised over $2 million.
Wow.
And given away most of that to the families.
Mm-hmm.
That's since inception. And each year on average, we raise about $800,000 and gave away about $700,000. Okay. Last year was a little different. We had to go virtual with some of our on-site events, but we still raised $600,000 last year and gave away about $500,000.
Okay.
Okay. We have a very small skeleton crew at the Care Fund. I'm just a volunteer.
Right.
I don't get paid by the Care Fund, but we do have one full-time executive director named Beverly DeMore, and then we have 2 part-time people. One, and Marilyn is the family liaison.
Okay.
She accepts the applications and gets them into underwriting.
What an amazingly sad job that she has to go through and listen to these
You
stories.
You can't believe some of the stories she runs into, and it's just crazy. And then we have another person that writes grants and does some marketing for us. So it's kind of a skeleton crew. If any one of your audience, if they want to come get involved with the Care Fund, we are looking for good people that can help us.
Okay, tell me a little bit more about that, because I want to know, number one, how can we give to you? Is it only financial donations? Is it anything like that? And number two, what do you need right now from us?
Okay, it's all of the above, actually. The Care Fund is kind of a brand new charity in the scheme of things.
Okay.
We're still growing. We could use people. We have corporate giving. We have direct donations at the website, which is thecarefund.com.
We can do that. Easy enough.
And then we have a charitable tax credit. The Care Fund is signed up with the state of Arizona to be a qualified charity. Mm-hmm. So you can actually give, if you're single, $400 or $800 if you're married. Now, that's not a donation. It's an actual, it's not a deduction. It's an actual credit. In other words, if you donate $400 to the state of Arizona, you'll get that back, dollar for dollar.
That's amazing. That's one thing that I love about this state is that donation deal. Yeah.
Plus, you've heard the school tax credit.
Oh, yeah.
You can do both. We've worked it out where you can actually do both. If you donate already to the school tax credit, you can also donate to the Care Fund. And as long as you pay state taxes, you can get a full dollar for dollar rebate.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So it's $800 for married, $400 for single.
Gotcha.
So with that, we have all kinds of affiliations like the Scottsdale 2030 Club. They're a huge donor to the Care Fund. We have an event every year called Agents Benefiting Children, which is real estate agents benefiting children. Oh, it's huge. Cool. It's huge. We have in-kind donations. We have partnerships, in-person events. Like we used to have a poker tournament, or we have a big charity ball every fall.
Okay.
All kinds of ways to get involved.
There's also, I saw you can do Amazon Smile.
Yeah, exactly right. Exactly right, Alicia. People don't know this, but if you sign up with Amazon.smiles.com, you can actually, whatever you purchase, a part of it will go to the Care Fund.
I do this. I'm sure I might have an Amazon problem. I'm not going to admit that if my husband's listening. But every month I change to a different organization.
Oh, you do? Okay,
yes,
okay.
Because I think it's so important. It's so easy.
It is.
Literally, it's not changing anything I do, but I just pick a different organization every month, and that's where my proceeds go from those.
Oh, okay. That's what you do.
Yeah.
That's smart. That is. Yeah, you mentioned a good point. You hit a drop down, and literally 1,000 charities come up.
Oh my gosh, it's ridiculous.
And so we hope you would pick the Care Fund.
Yeah.
But there's all kinds of ways to donate, and it's amazing what adds up from each of your purchases.
Yes, it is.
And it's again, my first question is, wait a minute now, am I going to get the same free shipping, Prime benefits?
Everything.
Yeah, everything exactly the same as regular Amazon at Amazon.smiles?
Yeah.
That was my first question, but it is. Everything's the same.
Yeah, it doesn't change anything.
So why not have Amazon donate to the Care Fund?
Yeah, it's really cool if you go on there too. They show how many millions of dollars they've donated to each organization, and it's an easy way to give back, and I highly suggest it.
Yeah, they give you a running total of what Amazon has donated, which is basically the billions.
Yeah.
And then what you donated.
Yeah.
Without even doing anything.
Which is a really good number to see at the end of the year.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Well, Brent, how did you and why did you get involved? Because I feel like we all just kind of pick something that's important to us to give back our time and stuff to. What about the Care Fund really attracted you to be such a huge role with them?
Well, when I found out that Care Fund helps meet the needs of those families who, suddenly find themselves, emotionally destroyed, financially harmed, alone, and really mentally incapable of dealing with what we believe is the most helpless situation imaginable when their child faces a fight for their life. Someone explained it to me, and then I saw a 3-minute video about 8 years ago, and I don't know what it was, but it just struck a chord with me. I've never been married, and I had no kids, but I don't know what it was. It just struck a chord with me, and ever since then, I've been a proponent of the Care Fund.
Yeah. Kids, man, they're just so innocent and vulnerable, and it's up to us to protect them.
Well, yeah, especially when you get kids that are really young or babies that
are just,
bad things happen to good people. We just can't figure out why that is, but these little innocent babies get these life-threatening diseases or injuries, and it's like, why them?
Yeah, I agree.
And to answer your question, it's the video that really struck me, but what kept me in the Care Fund is really obviously the good feeling I get when I give. It keeps me grounded. It keeps me in touch with all the other volunteers. Actually, okay, I'll give you the truth. The Care Fund is my social life too.
I love
because there's so many events going on every week, every month, big events, small events, and it's really kind of my social life. I get out, it gets me out of my house, and I get to do things.
I love that for a good reason.
Oh yeah.
That's fantastic. How can families get in touch with you? And I want to say this really importantly too. When you ask for help, that's the hardest part, is asking, right? Don't feel ashamed. You're taking care of your children. You're doing what's required of you right now. You mentioned the social workers in the hospitals that really help you, locate families and stuff like that. But for someone else, just a normal family member, like myself or somebody, how can we ask for help from you?
Well, first of all, you can call me anytime. I have one phone number to my name. It's my home, work, and cell, and it's 480-620-7300. Call me anytime, or you can go to the website, thecarefund.org. Okay. Or just look us up, give us a ring. If you know of someone that might need help, get in touch with us and let us know. And we will contact that family, find out their story, and see if we can help.
I love that. I love that. Brent, you are so dedicated to helping your community everywhere you've lived, and not only giving to those families that need you the most right now, but you've been working with kids for a while. You're an adventure seeker. You love the outdoors and doing things. Tell me some of your favorite things to do, because you've even helped kids with outdoor events too.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Oh yeah. I guess I don't have any of my own, so I guess I overcompensate. Rather than having a pet, I try to reach out, and I've been teaching skiing to kids for years. I've been a snow instructor, West Coast, East Coast, in Europe. I taught skiing in the Bavarian Alps one year.
Wow.
And so I've been doing it for a long time, and I get up to Snow Bowl and Sunrise whenever I can, and make some turns up there.
Yeah, good.
Oh yeah, and I love jeeping. I have a Jeep, so I go out and explore. I love camping. I'm always looking for camping spots.
Yeah.
I love rollerblading. I'm a certified rollerblade instructor, a certified scuba diver, master scuba diver, and so I try to get out whenever I can do that. And so
wow.
I don't have kids, so I guess I have a little more time than other people.
That is very true.
As you know, having kids.
It's all, I'm trying to get a babysitter for 10 days from now. So I'm reaching out to my list right now, just to plan a night out. So yes. But out of all of those things, can you pick a favorite? Anything?
Oh, activity? I would have to say camping. Camping and hiking.
Nice.
Because it's so accessible here in Scottsdale. And it's so easy to do. Just get in my Jeep, and in 30 minutes I can be somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have me at hiking. You lost me at camping.
Oh, You're a glamper, I bet.
And by glamping, I mean outdoor motel room
Oh.
glamping. Okay.
I thought you were going to say no room service or something.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's glamping. That's fine.
Right.
That's fine. I've tried. It doesn't work out well for me.
Oh.
So I'm working on trying again because I want to get my kids into it, and it's just we shall see.
Oh yeah,
We shall see.
it's great to get out
I
there.
will say that's one thing that Arizona has is ample opportunities to enjoy the outdoors, and I've really, I've said it before, and it's just an amazing hidden gem.
Oh yeah,
here,
absolutely.
You know? So that's what I want to ask you before we leave. And you are originally from the Midwest, a little Minnesotan.
Yes.
You've lost your accent, or you hide it, one of the two.
I don't know. I hope so.
What is your favorite Scottsdale vibe, Brent?
Oh, let me see. There's so many places in Scottsdale I like. I'm going to have to say Chauncey Social.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, do you know where that is?
I haven't been before, but I've heard of it.
Oh, yeah. Okay, it's at Chauncey Boulevard, southeast corner, Scottsdale Road, Chauncey, which is just north of Bell or Franklin,
Yeah.
right? And then right across the street from Chauncey Social is Lou Malnati's.
Oh, yeah, of
Deep
course.
dish pizza.
Ugh,
Oh,
best Chicago
oh.
pizza ever.
Yeah.
I
So,
love
you know, there's really no big nightclub up here in North Scottsdale. You know, nothing really like Old Town.
Right.
And really, Chauncey Social is really kind of an island here of a nightclub, as nightclubish as you're going to get in North Scottsdale. That's why I like to hang out there, and people visit, like to bring them there.
Yeah, very cool. I'll have
Yeah.
to go check it out then.
Yeah, well, yeah.
For the said babysitter I'm looking for, I have a friend coming in town to visit. So
Oh, okay.
I'll have to take her there then.
Yeah, check it out. And do you know Lou Malnati? You can buy pizzas in the refrigerator and bring it home to bake it.
So we can go to Chauncey's and then go home and eat
There
Illuminati's.
you go. There you go.
I like your style, Brent. Brent, thank you so much for, first of all, being who you are. You know, you have helped so many children, and I don't think you realize the impact that you've made on their life for a permanent, fix. Thank you for taking the time to donate your time to the Care Fund. I know that many, many families appreciate you. And thank you for bringing the attention to the Care Fund to me and my listener. And please, please, please go check them out, thecarefund.org. And there is an ample opportunity for us to give. It's one of the biggest seasons to give. So please think of others, while you're purchasing for your friends and family as well.
Thanks very much for having me, Alicia. I really do appreciate it.
Absolutely.